Oh, God bless you. Oh, God bless you. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope that some of you have the day off. I know it's weird that 4th of July is on a Tuesday. Feels super weird. But as I throw up in my mouth. Ugh. Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. So, a couple of things. First, Michael and I decided to let Max, Olivia, and Charlie have their first sleepover last night. They slept at the lake house with their grandparents and all their cousins. There's like 40 people sleeping at the lake. And, Michael and I went back and forth for 2 days about whether we were going to let them have the sleepover or not. And then they were on air mattresses. And then we finally were like, okay, we could do this. We got in the car and started to drive home, and they called and said Max was crying. So I talked to him, and he just wanted to sleep with his sisters. He's not used to sleeping in the boys' area and the girls sleeping in the girls' area. So I said, buddy, don't cry. Do you want mommy to come back and get you? And Michael went, and I was like, I don't know is that not what I was supposed to say? And Max was like, no, I'll be okay. And I was like, okay. Hello, Scotland. So when we hung up, I said to Michael, why did you give me that look? And he goes, because we said we were going to do it. You can't just offer to come pick him up right away. Long story short, the kids slept out last night. And you would have thought that Michael and I would have come home last night and had the sex and done all kinds of freaky fun stuff. And instead we laid in bed holding hands going, you think they're going to sleep through the night? I mean, they probably will, right? What do you think they'll do when they wake up? You think they're going to wake everybody up? I don't know. You think they're going to eat breakfast? I mean, probably, right? So weird. They're not here. Literally, I was like, we are such losers. So anyway, I slept hard last night. I was so tired from being out in the sun all day. But anyway, so I want to just get into this conversation that happened yesterday. So my sister-in-law has celiac, right? And my aunt is telling my sister-in-law and everybody at the table that she was recently diagnosed with celiac. And so she's had to change, the way she eats and change her lifestyle. But she feels so much better and has no more stomach issues and blah, 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 blah. And she's having this whole conversation. And she's like, but I can't eat this and I can't eat that. And I'm like, oh, you can't eat whatever and you can't eat this. And my sister-in-law, who has lived with celiac for years, looks at my aunt and says, let me give you a piece of advice. Focus on the things that you can eat and pay no attention to the things that you can't. And I swear I was like, in life, do you know how much easier life would be if we paid attention to the things we can accomplish instead of the things we can't? The things we can eat instead of the things we can't. The things we can do instead of the things we can't. The things we can change instead of the things we can't. And I was like, say it again, Lois. Say it again for the people in the nosebleeds. And she was like, so many people get diagnosed with autoimmune disease and they focus on the things that they can't do, the things they can't eat. Right away it becomes, I can't eat this, I can't do that, I can't. She was like, no, that'll make you crazy. Focus on the things you can eat. Focus on how good you feel when you eliminate the crap that is hurting you from your life. And I thought, say it again, take me to church. I am here for it. Everything's a coffee talk. They were all like, oh, here comes Jamie. Everything's a coffee talk. And I said, you know what? Everything is a coffee talk, because there is a lesson in every conversation if you look for it. And my L's are not losses. They are lessons. And I am trying to learn at every turn, because I am 40, guys, and there is a good chance I am almost halfway to the end of this glorious, glorious life. There is no practice run in this life. We get one. We get one to live out loud, to make new friends, to find ways around obstacles, to focus on the things we can do, we can change, we can eat, instead of the things we can't. And I just really, really, really want to get to the end of this life and look back and say, I did everything I could do to live big, to live out loud. That is what I want. That is what I want. I don't want to look back at my life and have any regrets. I spent so much time angry and focusing on the people I didn't have and the loss that I experienced. I spent so much time focusing on the fact that my dad died that I missed years of loving the people that were still alive. Years of loving them, of appreciating them, of experiencing them, because I was staring at the death instead of looking at the life. Don't do it, folks. Don't be a Jamie. Well, don't be an old Jamie. Don't be an old Jamie. I am allergic to dairy. I am so allergic to dairy that if I take a bite of something that has dairy in it, my stomach will hurt so bad, and then I will have a full-on Home Depot crap attack the next morning. And it's not pretty, okay? When it first happened, I was like so angry. No yogurt, no ice cream, no this, no that, no this, blah, blah, blah. And it took me a long time to get to a better place. It took me a long time to get to a place where I was like, okay, well, I can't eat that, but let me take a look at the things that I can eat. Let's focus on the things that I can do. The reason that I say this to you is that anytime we experience a setback, we focus on the things in our lives that we now can't change, can't do, can't eat. It becomes consuming for us, almost like a visual obstacle that we can't get past. Don't do it. Don't do it. Acknowledge it and then look past it. And then look past it. Focus on the things that you can do. Focus on the things that you can eat, that you can change. That is how you will grow in this life. Literally, emotionally, and physically, especially if you have celiac. Because it was not until my aunt changed her diet that she actually started to grow. She's like itty bitty. I wanted to share this sentiment with you because it really did give me an aha moment. I had one of those moments where I was like, yes, that is the attitude. That is the attitude to have in this life. If somebody does not invite you to something that is happening, some sort of barbecue, some sort of party, whatever, don't focus on what you're not included in. Focus on all the people who love you. We spend so much time staring at the closed doors, at the rejection, that we don't take nearly as much time and effort to look at the things that are going for us, for the people that are riding for us, for the people that love us. We spend so much time focusing on the rejection. It matters not. It matters not. Hold on, I want to do the Wounded Warriors thing because I forgot yesterday and it made me feel so bad. Everybody has something. Everybody has something. Depression, celiac disease, lactose intolerance, bipolar, divorce, a dead parent, whatever it is. Everybody has their thing. The thing that wants to blind them from all the beauty that this world has to offer. Everybody has their Scarlet X. Everybody has their thing that wants to take their attention away from the joy in this life. Don't let it rob you like it did me. Don't let it rob you of a decade of happiness. I shut the world out. I shut the world out after my dad died. I spent so much time staring at the fact that I was the kid with the dead dad, that whoever married me was never going to know my dad, that my children would never. I still get sad over it. I still cry over it, but I don't allow it to pull my focus away from the people that love me and for the people that ride with me and for the people that want to pour into me. Focus on what you can do, what you can change, what you can eat, what you can celebrate. Focus on the people that are here instead of the people that are not. Focus on the people that include you and love you and accept you for exactly who you are, instead of the people that try to change you, try to make you feel bad about yourself, reject you and tell you you're not good enough. When you give them nothing, they get nothing. I am begging you not to waste any time in this beautiful life focusing on that. I did it, and I lost a decade of my life that I will never get back. My 20s were filled with angst and pain and discord and insecurity. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I don't care if you're 20 or 50 or 70. If you give them nothing, they get nothing. I am going to walk this dog and then I'm going to get dressed and run back to my babies. Hello, Sheila Krishnan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Life is short, folks. We're not going to do the can't. We're not going to do the can. We're going to do the can. Don't let anybody bring you backward. Anybody. I love you guys so much. See, Joyelle, you get me. You get me. I say it all the time, and I posted that rainbow yesterday because I want to remind us that there are people in the Coffee Talk community who can't leave the house. They can't go to the lake. They can't go outside, whether they have anxiety issues or physical ailments or whatever it is. Just while you're celebrating this weekend, remember the people who have no one to celebrate with or can't leave the house. For anybody who is going through the storm right now, please remember that I see you and I love you. And it may not be the exact love you need right now, but it is here and it is yours, should you need it or want it. I love you guys so much today. So much. Please share this video. There is a share button right there. Somebody needs to hear it. Somebody needs to hear this. And I love you. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day.